Hello Handful players, Calvin Kaiku here, and today I'm going to show you a magic trick. Start off by getting yourself a small little container of toothpicks. You might have this lying around, maybe your parents might have a container of toothpicks. Go find some toothpicks, but ask for their permission first. Ask them if you can borrow the container of toothpicks for a magic trick. Once you have these toothpicks, this is how it looks. You pull one of these toothpicks out, just like so. I'm going to try and make this toothpick disappear and then reappear. You'll need a magic word, so let's use alakazam. Watch the toothpick. We're going to try and make this toothpick disappear with alakazam. Toothpick is completely disappeared. But if we were to make it reappear, we can use our magic word again. But maybe it didn't actually disappear. Maybe it's right here in front of us. It's just invisible. Yeah, it's just right here. This is the toothpick right here. If I hold it in my hand like this, all I have to say is alakazam, and the toothpick is back. This is not tricks with the camera or anything special effects. It really is a magic trick that I'll teach you in just a moment. And now it's time to share with you the secret to the magic trick. But before we get to the secret, I want to remind you that you should promise not to tell the secret to anybody else. This secret is just between us. Why? Because if you hold the secret and no one knows the secret, then the illusion of the trick continues to be magical. So let's keep the magic alive by promising to not tell the secret to the magic trick. Alright, now it's time to show you how this works. I grab this toothpick, but instead of grabbing a toothpick, I actually have already another toothpick ready to go. Where is it? You might not be able to see it right now. But if I turn my thumb just like this, you'll be able to see a toothpick attached to my thumb. So if you have your toothpicks, go get some tape and get a small amount of tape, just about the size of your thumb is the perfect size. This is my piece of tape that I'm using. I'm going to take that piece of tape, and if I were to take this off, you can just take this toothpick that you have, that you've picked out of your container, and attach the toothpick or the tape to the toothpick. And then, with your thumbs up, apply the tape to the thumb, just like that. You see that? So make sure you have the toothpick attached just like so that when you unbend your thumb, no one can see the toothpick. So let's begin how this phrase works. You tell people. There's a story with all of this. You can choose your own story, but you can just say things like, I have a magical toothpick. It's in this container right here. This toothpick holds lots of different powers. This toothpick that I'm going to pull out, now I'm going to show you the close-up what is happening. This toothpick is already on my thumb, but I'm going to pretend to pull the toothpick out by bending my thumb in and hiding it behind the toothpick container. And I'm going to pretend to fumble around to grab a toothpick, but all I'm doing is closing my hand like this. So behind it, it looks like this. Going here, and then pinching the toothpick at my thumb, and pulling the toothpick out as if it's coming from inside the container. So from the front, it looks like this. So, if you are not able to see it, once you rewind and go back, you can be able to go back and forth and you can see the details of the move. Again, from the side, I grab, make sure you hide this. So you put this right here and you pull the toothpick out from behind. So again, from the front, you're hiding the toothpick. No one can see it. All you do is turn your hand in as you grab, pretend to grab from the front, and it looks like I'm pulling a toothpick out from the container. Once you've done that, you take the toothpick and you say your magic words. You can choose whichever magic word that you like. And then you can wave your hands over, and here's the special move. You take your toothpick, and as you wave your hands over, you're going to move your thumb, unbend it. It was bent before, and now you're unbending it, and then showing your hands empty. But at the same time, you're covering it with this hand. So in slow motion, you're going to take your toothpick and show your hands empty. Now I'll do this side by side. So if my hand should be in front of the toothpick, but I'm gonna move it off to the side just so you can see it. This is not how you should perform it, but this is just so that you can see what's happening behind this hand. I'm gonna go and cover the toothpick with my hand and blow and say your magic word, abracadabra, and just like that, it disappears. If you don't want to cover up with your hand, if you do it fast enough, no one will actually be able to see it. So you can do is just with a snap of your thumbs. So you can be snap, and the toothpick disappears. Same thing that you can do on the way back to make the toothpick reappear. But before you make the toothpick reappear, you can also play in this space where you don't have a toothpick. Just don't turn your hand to the side so that the audience will see the toothpick. Make sure the toothpick is always hidden behind your thumb. Okay? So watch carefully, watch this. I'm going to show you that there's nothing in my hands. I'm just turning my hands back and forth to show that my hands are empty, but I'm not turning this hand. Alright, so now we gotta make the toothpick reappear. You say your favorite magic word, and you have your toothpick at the ready, hiding, and you want to be able to make it reappear. With magic, magic is about creating something in your imagination. So if your imagination is about making something invisible reappear, perform it as if you're finding something that is invisible and then making it reappear. That's what I did for this last performance. I said, the toothpick is right here. Really see it. Really imagine that there's an invisible toothpick. And then take the toothpick and hold it in your hand while you have your thumb holding the toothpick right behind you. So you can say that you have your invisible toothpick that's just floating in space. And now you grab the invisible toothpick. And this is the special move to make the toothpick reappear. All you gotta do is slide your thumb down like this. Slide your thumb down and make the toothpick reappear. So you're going from here to here. In front, what people are actually seeing is this. I'm gonna make this toothpick reappear. Again, I'll show you in slow motion. I'm gonna make this toothpick reappear. You can do it even like this, like you're holding an invisible toothpick and just making it reappear. You can even cover up your hands to make it slowly appear. So go here and make the toothpick appear. When I did that, it kind of looks like you're fanning. As you're fanning up, you're revealing the toothpick behind the hand. So it just makes it look like it's just going from invisible to not invisible. So you're here, sliding up. I'll do it from the side. Going like this. Your hand goes up and slides up as this hand is in front, and all of a sudden you show the toothpick. So let's do the whole routine again, one last time for you. You have a toothpick container. You're gonna take your hands, you're gonna pull a toothpick out from the container. And use our magic word, make it disappear. Abracadabra, poof, disappears. Nothing's in my hands, but it's right here in front of you, it's invisible. All you gotta do is hold it in your hands and say your favorite magic word again, abracadabra, poof. It reappears. And that is the magic disappearing and reappearing toothpick. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to keep practicing, because practicing will help you get to your success. Thank you again.